The National Water and Sewage Authority NWASA hereby notifies the public of the enforcement of restrictions on water usage supplied by NWASA effective May 12, 2024 and covering the following activities. 1. Irrigation and watering of gardens, lawns and ground. 2. Washing roadways, pavements, paths, garages, outrooms, or vehicles with the use of hoses. 3. Filling of swimming pools and ponds. And 4. Any other purpose that, in the opinion of the authority, requires the use of a considerable or excessive quantity of water. This decision aligns with the Water Services Regulations SRO 41 of 1993, subsection 9(1), which empowers the authority to issue notices prohibiting either entirely or subject to specified conditions and for such duration as deemed necessary or expedient the use of water supplied by or obtained through the authority's pipelines in the event of water scarcity due to drought or other causes. The public is urged to adhere strictly to these restrictions and to cooperate with NWASA in conserving water during this period.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Avoid leaks at home. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the Climate Resilient Water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
So we had a little glitch tonight. We had actually two glitches. I don't even know what was going on. And so we were live, and apparently the people on Facebook were not live. Yeah, and so we just had to re-add the Facebook channel to the broadcast. So we have to say hello and welcome to the people who are just joining us on Facebook. Those of you who are on YouTube, blessings to you. We have to apologize for that little glitch, all right? Oh boy. Yeah, Java, guys, I'm sorry. I was not really, I was live thinking I was live and I was not. All right? So you guys have to forgive me for that. All right? That's probably the second time this has happened. You know, when you're getting old. like age. Anyway, we're going to tell you about the plan of the G Cruise project and how St. David and some parts of St. George's can benefit. Deacon Mitchell-led government embarking on a series of town hall meeting. As they mark their 2 years in office. We've been telling you about that. Going to talk more about it. We were also telling you that the water restrictions, it is still in effect. We're going to hear from Nawasa tonight. We're also going to talk to you about Etang Lake. Now, some people have been asking about the Grand Etang Lake and the levels that it currently is at, and its ability to supply water to Nawasa so that they can give people who needs the water. We will tell you what's happening with that. I think it's a very important segment of our program that you need to learn about. All right, so you can look forward to that. So the Caribbean Community CARICOM, they have released the statement, boy. All right, and that is on a three-phase proposal. All right, to end the situation between Israel and Hamas. All right, we're going to tell you about that. Grenada, our own local boys, the Spice Boys, they are currently in Trinidad as they begin their bid for the 2026 Football World Cup. All right, so we're going to tell you more about that in a while, and other things on the program we'll be able to share with you. Spice Mart Corporation hosting a series of workshops for Calypsonians, soca artists, writers, judges, Yeah, boy. So, folks, gotta let you know the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliment of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, Real Value, IGA, Supermarket, Superb Distributors, Infinite Contractors. We've got the Beacon Insurance on board as well, and everyone else. Thank you for being here. We'll be back shortly. Remember, someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credits, compliments, Digicel. That lucky person might just be you.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there. Easy. That's why on June 22nd, we're hosting our Easy Ride Auto Show at Ariza's Car Park, Bruce Street. Speak to our professional loan officers, car dealers, and insurance brokers in one convenient location. Learn about our special offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. This is your opportunity to secure your Easy Ride loan and drive away in style.
Alright, so let your family know that we are on. We did come on about 5 or so minutes late. Apologies for that. Again, those of you who are just joining us, I was live, thinking I was live, but I was not. So here we go. So we were telling you about the Deacon Mitchell-led government have announced, that they'll be doing a series of town hall meetings, and that is to take place in St. Patrick's, St. Andrew, Carriacou, St. George's, and that's going to be happening between the 10th of June and the 24th of June. All right, so all you have to organize all yourselves. All right, the meetings, they are geared towards providing a forum, they say, for residents to speak openly about issues affecting them, as well as offering suggestions towards the improvement of their own communities. Now, government ministers will be present, they say, to provide updates on current projects, all right, and things like what their ministries or constituency are doing, some of the key initiatives, all right, and things that are also affecting those particular communities. Now, the first town hall meeting is scheduled to take place at the McDonald's College, St. Patrick, on Monday. That's Monday, 10th June 2024. Then they head over to Town Hall Meeting St. Andrew. That's going to be happening at the Deluxe Cinema, Monday 17. The meeting at the Hillsborough Government School in Carriacou is due to be taking place on the 19th of June. And for St. George's, that's going to be Monday, June 24th. Now, it's been noted that there'll be various information booths and so on, from the different ministries and special projects from various sectors. So there's a lot that you can learn for those of you who might be wondering what it is that your minister might be or representative might be involved in when they're not in the constituency, or even where the constituency is concerned as well. Tonight our feature is on the whole water situation in Grenada. First of all, we are still under these restrictions. So that means no watering of your lawns and yards and flowers and gardens, no washing of your vehicles with the hose, things like that, no filling up of your pool or refilling of your pool. We've had some recent, not too much rain, but a little bit anyway. We get a little something now and then. It's been cloudy, not a lot of sun. It's been very cloudy for the past week or so. But the general manager, Mr. Terence Smith from NAWASA, he stated that the restrictions that have been implemented by NAWASA and the RGPF, they remain in effect. With him recently at GIS was Jamila Lewis, the public relations supervisor, who also spoke of those restrictions and explained why those restrictions need to remain. Yes, we are getting water, but it's just not enough to provide an adequate supply to the nation.
As of now, I think that persons have, I don't want to say settled in, but I guess they're becoming much more in sync with their regulations, they're in sync with what is happening. Persons are more appreciative of the fact that we have been trying our best with the limitations that we have. Our PR efforts went on a significant high because we realized we could not just say, okay, well, valve regulation, we had to show persons. And while we may have gotten some, should I say, for when we display the images, it was we just wanted persons to appreciate that it's not that NAWASA, we do not want to distribute, we are challenged with the limited reserves that we have. So we just continue to ask persons to bear with us. Of course, the regulations continue, the water truck distribution continue. As Mr. Smith mentioned, we are in the hurricane season. We do hope within the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we will get some significant rainfall that we can have an increase, levels at our dams, and then we are able to do the distribution. So our tips remain, we asking persons, of course, in the parameters of the water restrictions. And the water restrictions, you look at no use of hoses for washing of your vehicles, your garages, your outdoors, no irrigation or watering of plants, also no filling of swimming pools and ponds and other activities in the perception of NAWASA requires a significant use of water. So we just want persons to be mindful of the restrictions. So let us work within the restrictions because it not only helps NAWASA, it also helps everybody, because once we have water available, because there is not significant wastage we have within the system to distribute, we just want persons to be mindful of the little conservation tips that they can do. Have shorter showers, you understand? Do wash loads, and don't just wash one load, make sure you have enough clothes to full a load. We want persons to be mindful of, you can reuse water. For example, let us say you wash your vegetables, use that to water, your plants instead of using now, you understand? So those little tips, we just want persons to be mindful and continue to practice water conservation, water management.
Okay, no problem. Now, one of the areas affected is St. David and the south of the island. According to Mr. Terence, who is the acting general manager, he's saying that there's a project in the pipeline that will assist with the water shortage situation that St. David in particular experiences. It will be part of the G-Cruise project, who is in its winding down phase here in Grenada, but they're saying that project will remedy that particular situation in the not too distant future.
There is a component of it in which we'd be taking water from the Seven Sisters area pumping it up to what we call 1910, and then flowing down to augment the supply to the Les Avocats water treatment plant. Les Avocats is severely in St. David, of course, serves part of the parish of St. David, southeast St. David, and then into north and northeast St. George Parish, right? And that plant is one of our oldest water treatment plants, and it's one of the plants that is most acutely affected by the dry season. So we'll be getting of the order of 300,000 gallons a day to augment the supply into Les Avocats. So that is going to mean, that means that the shortfall of that order, or maybe a little more, once that project is implemented and we're getting the water from Seven Sisters and it's flowing down into we will lose some water in the stream if it's, I don't think we finally decided if we bring in the water right to the plant or dropping it a little way higher upstream in the stream, in which case we lose some of it. But it means that we have that daily volume of water augmenting the flow to Les Avocats. So once that project is on stream, it means that in future dry seasons, we will have that quantity of water more.
All right, in future dry seasons, they'll have that quantity of water more. Let's get down to the Grand Etang situation. Now, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, you started seeing pictures of how depleted the Grand Etang Lake seems to be. I even went in there, I took a little picture and so on, but I noticed there was a structure at the same level of the water that seemed to suggest that at one point in time, that is where that little bridge used to be. So they thought, wow, that the water eventually over a period rose to what is now the normal level. After a conversation with a retired and a current employee of NAWASA, I found out that nope, what NAWASA did, they rose their outskirts, the height of the outskirts of the lake, so that they can increase the amount of water, surface water that flows in that area, and then take that same amount of water, the additional amount of water, and distribute it, and use that amount of water to distribute for treatment so that people can use that water. So in essence, that normal height, the new height of the bridge that we are accustomed to, is an artificial height. It's not the original height of the lake. It is now the current height of the lake because NAWASA made it to be that way. And so the level that the lake is at currently is the original height of the lake. So that is why when you see pictures like those that I did, you would see there seemed to be a broken structure that suggests that there was something that was there before. Yes, it was that same bridge. It used to be that level because that's the original level of the lake. Now that NAWASA in 1990, somewhere thereabout, they decided, okay, they're going to use the lake to dam the water, just dam the lake just a little bit, and so that they can use that same amount that they've dammed and use it to distribute. But whenever the water level gets back to the original height, NAWASA does not. They don't draw any water from the lake itself, only from what they have dammed. So once that amount that they have dammed, the surface level is depleted, which is about 5 feet higher than the original height, they stop pumping water from the lake. All right, so that is what is happening. They do not, as a policy, they do not withdraw water from the lake for drinking purposes once the lake has reached its original height. I hope I gave a good explanation of that, but here is the Mr. Terrence, who is also going to explain that to us.
And then we were promised a weather system again remember, Saturday night into Sunday, and it didn't really materialize. So it's not an exact science, but we're optimistic that the weather would really break and we'd get substantial rains The lake, remember, we have drawn down the Etang Lake by 5 foot 6 inches. It's what we call a lens of water that we've drawn. So when we had to stop pumping, it's not, we should caution, it's not because the lake was drier. It's because the lake was pumped right down to the level that it was in 1990 when we built that, we heightened the weir or the dam on the stream that flows from the lake by 5 foot 6 inches. So we cannot pump down the lake. We cannot pump the lake dry because the level at which we have the intake to the pump, it's set at the level where the lake was in 1990. It's important we make that point. So when we say there's no more water to pump from the lake, it's because that is the predetermined level that we determined in 1990 that we will never go below this level.
All right, so that is what it is. Interesting, right? Interesting. Yeah, a little knowledge, you know. Yeah, boy, knowledge is power. So, speaking of power, Grenada, boy, we are currently in Trinidad. We're talking about our football team. Team Grenada, that was us about an hour ago, heading to the field of play to start our World Cup bid. Yes, man. So we are playing Trinidad and Tobago just about now. The game should be wrapping up just about now. All right. I hope that Team Grenada will show them what we are made of. We're not no soft team, you hear me? We're not no soft team. So big up to the boys. All right. We begin our bid today for the 2026 Football World Cup. All right. The game was supposed to start about 7:30 today. Grenada and Trinidad plays. All right. 2 of the 5 teams in Group B. The others are the Bahamas, Costa Rica, and St. Kitts and Nevis. Following today's game with Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada will meet Costa Rica on Sunday at the Kirani James International Athletic Stadium. The other games for Grenada will be played next year. There are 5 other games on the schedule today. Now, there was a 3 p.m. game between Antigua, Barbuda, and Bermuda, which drew 1-1. Antigua and Barbuda, scored early and went to the interval in the lead, but failed to hold on. And Bermuda struck in the 98th minute. Right there, though. Right there in the 98th minute. Suriname, I know they were taking on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm not sure what the end result of that game was. But yeah, we did anything. You understand? So we have to wish our men all the best. I should be able to get an update maybe, I don't know, maybe in about a few minutes or so. You know what I mean? I get a message. I'll never get an update now. All right. So anyway, let's wish Team Grenada all the best. And of course, win or lose, we need to support the team. We can't just show them that we are only interested when they're winning, and they just play good football. It's just that the opposing teams are sometimes really, really, really good. You know what I mean? So, yeah, give them a chance. You know what I mean? They go ting. Folks, we take a break. Coming back, when we come back, we've got the national report and the weather. Stay right there.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Ride in style with an easy ride loan from Ariza. Enjoy the comfort and convenience of your own vehicle for work or play. You've got places to go, and we're gonna help you get there easy. That's why on June 22nd, we're hosting our Easy Ride Auto Show at Ariza's Car Park, Bruce Street. Speak to our professional loan officers, car dealers, and insurance brokers in one convenient location. Learn about our special offers on electric and fuel-efficient used and new vehicles. This is your opportunity to secure your Easy Ride loan and drive away in style.
The yard. Use a broom instead of a hose. Save water.
This awareness initiative is part of activities under the climate resilient water sector in Grenada. The project is funded by the Green Climate Fund, the German government, and the government of Grenada.
This is the GIS Evening Report for Wednesday, June 5th, 2024. I am Chrisanne Mitchell. In the headlines, CXC to roll out new generation subjects at the CAPE level. Details to this story and more when we return. Join us for the upcoming sitting of Parliament from June 4th to 7th, 2024. Come witness the live debate on the new Firearms Act and the new Education Bill, among others, that will affect all citizens of Grenada. Members of Parliament will also give updates on their constituencies and the government's last 2 years in office. Remember, you are all invited, so save the dates. House of Representatives, Tuesday, June 4th and Wednesday, June 5th, 2024. Sitting of the Senate, Thursday, June 6th and Friday, June 7th, 2024. Happening at the Grenada Houses of Parliament, Mount Welldale, St. George's. Welcome back. The Caribbean Examinations Council has withdrawn a decision to suspend 4 subject areas that are offered at the CSEC and Cape levels. This development comes after education ministers in the region appealed for priority to be given to subject areas in science, technology, engineering, art, mathematics, education, as well as climate-smart agriculture. On Tuesday, CXC officials met with education ministers in the region to discuss the proposed suspension of CXC syllabuses. It was decided that CXC will continue to offer syllabuses for Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examination, Green Engineering, Electrical and Electronic Engineering Technology, Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC, Agricultural Science Double Award, and Industrial Technology. The Mechanical Engineering option, all in keeping with its menu of new generation technology and science syllabuses. Chief Education Officer and Registrar Dr. Wayne Wesley told the media and the region during a press conference that a menu of 12 new generation technology and science subjects at Cape levels will be introduced.
The Caribbean Examinations Council will continue to offer to the region agricultural science, double major, green engineering, industrial technology, the mechanical option, and electrical and electronic engineering technology. 2. CXC has rolled out a menu of new generation technology and science programs. Some are not yet at the desired demand. Governments will work with CXC in a partnership in building demand for these new programs to enable their cost viability. 3. Accordingly, today's deliberations with the Ministers of Education reinforce the need for a collective regional marketing thrust to promote the priority subject areas in STEM or STEAM education and climate-smart agriculture, which are considered critical for the economic growth and sustainable development of the region.
Pro-Register and Deputy CEO Dr. Eduardo Ali outlined some of the challenges countries face that triggered the proposed suspensions.
Lack of practical experience for students because of the inadequacy of the labs and facilities that are there, lack of qualified teaching professionals to teach the broad syllabus. In some instances, the subjects were challenged because of the lack of human capital outlay to provide support for areas such as welding and other related areas, plumbing and electrical installation, that the issues of physical resources such as textbooks and other learning resources were challenges that the system did not provide for students in the system, as well as areas related to the matriculation requirements. One of the things we have found is that in many instances, there are no opportunities for upward mobility beyond the subjects, because many of the universities and community colleges do not make it a requirement for entry into their programs. So for example, if you look at mechanical engineering option, similarly agricultural science, in both instances, they are not deemed requirements for entry into the respective subjects at the community college level. And for those who are taking green engineering, as well as electrical engineering, math and physics were the options that the universities preferred.
Government is demonstrating its commitment to its ICT agenda, especially among young people, as it partners with AI Newbies Camp to host a 3-week Artificial Intelligence Summit in Grenada. Through engaging sessions, participants will explore various aspects of AI, including AI-generated content, emerging technologies in creative industries, ethical considerations, and the integration of AI into business ventures. The camp was launched earlier this week at the Grenada Youth and Cultural Center. Carleen Perriman, acting coordinator of youth, encouraged the participants to take advantage of the knowledge and skills available during the summit.
Welcome to a new day in your life that you are going to create change on your own, using the tools and opportunities that the Division of Youth is going to offer you here and going forward. I want to welcome you, welcome you, welcome you, and I also want to say have fun. Have fun. Ask a lot of questions. Ms. Spiller and her team, excellent at this, and I want you to ask them, exhaust them with questions as to how you can capitalize on this opportunity.
Minister for Youth and Sports, Senator the Honorable Jonathan Lacrette, applauded the leadership of the Division of Youth for the initiative and for recognizing the varying interests of youth. He emphasized that over the last decade, there has been an increase in the use of technology, which impacts every aspect of life.
AI across numerous industries is now a household name. So from the healthcare industry, to the entertainment industry, to the automotive industry, to aerodynamics, you just name it, even to education, to social development across government sectors, in developed countries, some developing countries as well. AI has taken its place, and mind you, it has a very strong and potent presence. As it relates to the argument as to whether or not it is going to replace humans, I believe time will tell, or whether or not humans are going to rise up and replace AI. I believe time will tell, but there are numerous technological gadgets and numerous technological tools that we currently engage in, even as mankind, to assist us in getting work done.
Young people who have not yet signed up for the summit are encouraged to do so. Denise Pillar, one of the facilitators, said the course is designed with government's agenda and focused in mind.
What you can expect from this summit, you will get back what you put in. And there is a statistic, I really hate to share it, but the statistic ends up being true. 80% of the people who walk into a conference, 80% don't do anything with the information we provide. There's only 20% that do anything. And so far, since I've been here, that statistic, unfortunately, has held up true. And it was true when I was your age and when I was going to summits and going to conferences, and I am a seminar junkie. I love a good seminar. I love to sit and learn. And now I'm teaching them. And what I want to do is not have you sit all day and listen to us talk. That is not what this is. You're going to be up moving. You're going to be talking to each other. You're going to be coming up with business plans and ideas for your parishes.
The 3-week AI Summit consists of morning and evening sessions. The morning sessions from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. will conclude on the 11th of June, and the afternoon sessions will run from June 12th to 21st from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Stay with us. We'll be back after this break.
This June marks government's second year in office. Let's reflect together in a series of town hall meetings, discussing and planning for the next year and beyond. St. Patrick, we're coming your way first this Monday, June 10th at MacDonald College from 7 p.m. Your voice matters, and we want to hear from you. Join us for an engaging and informative evening as we work towards a better future together. Don't miss out on this opportunity to engage with your government officials. This Monday, June 10th at MacDonald College from 7 p.m. Also live on GIS, Channel 22. Together, we can work towards a brighter future. See you there.
Welcome back. The head of ICA's Eastern Caribbean State Delegations, Greg Rawlins, has reaffirmed the organization's support to Grenada and other Caribbean countries as they seek innovative ways to transform the sector. Addressing a recent accountability seminar of the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, Mr. Rawlins encouraged Grenada to prioritize three main areas: technology, talent, and strengthening value chains.
The goal is to fortify the entire value chain, from the farm to the fork, and ensure equitable distribution of benefits across the entire agricultural ecosystem. At ICA, we remain committed to working closely with the ministry and other stakeholders to achieve this transformation that we so much want to achieve. And in so doing, we really would want to do this through the adoption of appropriate technology. We would want to be able to improve cultivation of talent and strengthen value chains. And it's in this regard that over the past 2 years, including last year, we continue to place emphasis on the delivery of technical support in Grenada through our programs in agriculture, climate action, and sustainability, our programs that deal with the issue of agriculture, health, food safety and quality program, territorial development of family farming, and international trade and merger integration.
In 1979, ICA and the government of Grenada signed a country agreement, and the office was opened in Grenada in 1980. ICA continues to provide valuable support to the Ministry of Agriculture, a sector that has been the backbone of the economy and supports rural development. Minister for Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources, Honorable Lennox Andrews, highlighted the importance of the exercise.
Accountability is a cornerstone of effective governance and sustainable development. In the agricultural sector, it ensures that resources are managed efficiently, policies are implemented fairly, and the needs of all shareholders, particularly farmers and rural communities, are in fact addressed. By upholding high standards of accountability, we can build trust, enhance cooperation, and drive meaningful progress in agricultural development.
Sandals Foundation on Tuesday gifted the Ministry of Social Development 7 Xboxes, which will be distributed to child care homes and other programs that cater to young people on the island. Public Relations Manager at Sandals Grenada Resort, Dillian Forrester, made the presentation on behalf of the foundation. She says though small, the items can be put to good use in enhancing skills and knowledge of the children under the care of the various facilities.
It is our absolute pleasure to donate these Xboxes to various homes right here in Grenada. This is an initiative that has happened around the region, and we're very pleased that the foundation saw it fit to contribute here in Grenada. As we know, play and imagination are key components of the development of children. And so the Xboxes will definitely help to add comfort, fun, and values of teamwork, problem solving, creative thinking. And it's a seemingly small donation, but it can have a major impact on a child's development and a child's experience in these childcare homes. So again, on behalf of the Sandals Foundation, we extend this to you, and we know that you'll take care of it and ensure that the children enjoy the use of the games, have some fun, and brighten their days, their hearts, and also inspire and invigorate their mind.
Acting Chief Social Development Officer, Mr. Chickle Courtney, accepted the gifts on the ministry's behalf.
It is my pleasure to be here to receive these gifts from the Sandals Foundation, which the ministry right away decided to donate to the childcare homes and other programs that facilitate young persons. So on behalf of the Minister and the Permanent Secretary and the other members of staff of the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs, we would like to say thank you for your gracious donation, and we look forward to future donations if possible to help us in our cause, to help the less fortunate in our society.
Representatives from the Father Malagan Home for Boys, Juvenile Justice Division, the Hyde Program, and the Grand Bacolet Juvenile Rehabilitation Center were also present. Mr. Anderson Simon, General Manager of the Grand Bacolet Juvenile Rehabilitation and Treatment Center, expressed gratitude on the behalf of the Children's Home and other facilities that will benefit from the Foundation's donation.
This initiative, although small as it was said before, is very critical because, for instance, in my institution, young persons who attain certain privileges will have the opportunity to entertain that. So we hope to use it wisely because we know there are certain connotations that come with certain games. So it is something, as Ms. Forrester said, to energize, to open the mind. It comes from coordination because if I sit here, I wouldn't be able to play this game. But the younger persons are better than us. So we want to thank you for thinking about us because our children is our wealth and our future. As I said to my staff recently, any one of the young persons that are in this unfortunate situation at this time could become any one of us son-in-laws or family relation. So we should treat them in a manner that we are preparing them for future lives. They can be our prime ministers. So this contribution you make would have a very positive impact on the young minds of this country, and we want to extend our gratitude.
Finally, in the news, June 2024 is the month for the parish of St. John's 58th anniversary of independence celebrations. The St. John's Planning Committee and the Guelph Improvement Committee have successfully concluded a 3-day workshop on service excellence in street food. The workshop focused on food quality, personal health and hygiene, service excellence, and street food. Parliamentary representative for St. John's, Honorable Karine James, held a ceremony for the successful participants. Colleen Williams, workshop facilitator, spoke to GIS about the workshop.
This session was very critical to the participants because it gave them the opportunity to become aware of how service excellence is important in delivery of whatever their product or their service is. And why is this so important for the constituency of St. John? We are talented people. We know what we can do. And it is always important to remind ourselves of what we can do. And we have to provide quality in whatever we do. So particularly for the persons who participate in Fish Friday, they vend, it was important for them to know how to improve on the quality of their product and of their service. And today we specifically looked at the 4 P's of service excellence in terms of the product, the pricing, the quality of the product, and the presentation. And price is important. We learned and we were reminded today that we eat with our eyes. And so it was very important for them to understand what they do, how they do it, to take a step back and identify one area that they can improve on, and therefore being able to improve the quality of their service.
Parliamentary Representative Honorable Karine James says the idea is to enhance the quality and services provided by business owners.
A lot of our food handlers, food vendors in St. John, most times, unless they don't have a restaurant or so, they would see the food business, the industry as a hustle, as opposed to a real business. And so what I wanted to do was to reach as much persons as possible in the parish to ameliorate the costs that it takes for them to actually register for it and to go beyond to getting the food badge. So I collaborated with the Guelph Improvement Committee to ensuring that we have as much persons as possible to come on the program. So I paid for the training, for one of the trainings from one of those service providers that teaches you what type of different dishes that we can do, what is good hygiene practices and all of that, as well as the mixology part of the training for the food vendors.
Minister James promised to continue working with the constituents, especially the young people.
The plan really and truly is to meet our young people, women as well as men, where they are at, see and understand what they would like to see as development and what they would like to see for themselves in the constituency and how they fit into that plan. Oftentimes I feel as though we do it as at a top-down approach, that we sit among ourselves and strategists and consultants and create the plan and shove it down their throats, but I think the approach needs to be different. So you would see me more in my constituency, you would see me more in those areas. I've never shied away from it. Even before politics, I've been in the ghettos, what they consider as ghettos, I would say the best places where creativity is at. You would see me there, you would continue to see me there, you would continue to see me in areas outside of the tongue of the constituency that our young people gather.
One participant thanked the committee for facilitating the workshop.
This 3 days workshop was very beneficial for me into the food business, because I used to classify myself as a hustler when it comes to my food, but I realized it's not hustling, it's a business, and I have to put out my brand. So I would like to say thank you very much for the Grove Improvement Committee together with the Minister for St. John's for putting on this 3 days workshop. It was like 1 day of food handling and safety, how we prepared, how we take care of that. The next 2 days session was like with cooking, and then we come now to do the customer service, which is a big thing, because it's not just about cooking and handing out food, but it's a matter of how we do it and how we treat our customers.
This brings us to the end of the GIS Evening Report for Wednesday, June 5th, 2024. I am Chrisann Mitchell saying thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Chrisann, and the rest of the GIS News team. We now take a look at the weather. It's submitted by the Met Office. The weather is expected to be generally fair and slightly hazy, becoming partly cloudy at times with possible isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 27.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Heading over to Thursday, the weather is expected to be generally fair, slightly hazy and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with the possible isolated showers. Max temperature 32 degrees Celsius, minimum 27.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 4 to 6 feet in open waters. That's the weather report. Hey, to the folks who are on YouTube, Catherine, Celine, Theresa, Keith, Laverne, Suzanne again, Marcus, and all the other people who are there, tuned in. YouTube, blessings to you. Likewise, Facebook. Big up to the people on Facebook, Hazel, Hazeland, Java and the Sharing Committee, Michelle, Diana, Jacinta, Bernadette, Della. We have 2 Dellas on the program. Hey, I said Bernadette, Liz, Leisha, Joseph, Clotilda, the Charles family. Blessings to you, all right? And Claudette. And everybody else, Hazeland, everybody else. Blessings to you. All right, so take care of yourselves, guys. I'm looking forward to being back with you tomorrow, God willing, again, same time, same place. May God richly bless you and the family. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja! No. Have a good one, guys. Get some rest. I need some as well. Take care.